ready. It's a sellout tonight in Columbia, South Carolina for the 6th-ranked team in the country in the story of college basketball. The Kentucky Wildcats are the top-scoring offense in all of college basketball. Lamont Paris in South Carolina to try to slow them down tonight. Ready to go in Columbia, and this series is dead even over the last 6. And sometimes here in Colonial Life Arena, John Calipari even sticks around to see the end of the game. See if he lasts long tonight. Meechie Johnson gives it up. This is a South Carolina team coming off of a 13-point road win at Arkansas on Saturday. 3-point threat is their 5-man beat. And they only had 8 fast break points. That's how good this offense is in the half court. That's the fewest fast break points all season for UK. They use some clock here in the first possession. Antonio Reeves, one of the top scorers in the league with a little push shot. His freshman brings it back out. Shot clock is at 2. Wagner with the drive and blocked out of bounds. 0.4 left on the shot clock for Kentucky on the baseline.
And Kentucky would prefer to shoot earlier in the clock, but this is the South Carolina defense. They rotate, they guard the ball, they don't require much help. And Cooper harassing Wagner there.
That's a quick release for Reeves. Home crowd didn't think they got it off, but Bradshaw with the offensive rebound. They thought it should have been a shot clock violation.
That's 6th, 7th man you'll find in college basketball.
2 first-rounders coming off the bench. And another one in Big Z. Corner turn by Meechie Johnson, got all the way to the rim. And Dane, that's a snapshot of what Kentucky doesn't do well.
That's a simple ball screen.
Studi out for a few weeks with a shoulder injury after a hook and hold. A turnover by Reeves.
Great denial by Davis. Reeves was not expecting that.
Cooper all alone. Got it! Talon Cooper, 42% from deep.
He's a big-time shooter.
Kentucky switching on those screens down low. Murray Bowles shares. Cooper again. Ivisic lost the rebound, didn't like it, and then complained, and now a dunk from Josh Gray. 7-0 Carolina run. Dillingham off the window.
It's like 3 turnovers already. They only average 10 on the season. If you can take care of the ball, you'll get the shot you want on this Kentucky defense. Inside,
a block by Ivisic, and back out front. Another offensive rebound. Jacoby Wright. Here's Mack. Great hands by Reed Shepherd. And then jump by Dillingham.
The great hands and instincts bail them out of some defensive slip-ups and breakdowns, and they're really good at that.
Here's Mitchell for 3. First make from deep.
During shoot-around as far as managing the emotions, telling his team.
3-ball at the buzzer for Meechie Johnson, and they count it but want to take a look at it.
Take away that corner 3 has been a priority for Kentucky, but you see Wagner on the ball there. That's an adjustment they made.
They wave it off.
Just guard them the best anybody's guarded them all season long and see what that looks like.
Stephen Clark unable to get it to go with a challenge, and now a 16-footer from Dillingham.
He is an absolute jet. To be able to go that fast, stop on a dime, and then pull up under control, have the body control. Beautiful shot.
By the way, the depth of Kentucky is something else. They're on their 3rd 7-footer this game with Ogana Onyenso playing side-by-side with Bradshaw right now. Good roll to the bucket. That is a failure on Kentucky's defense.
And that's what you want to do, is bring those bigs out away from the basket. Great play call by Lamont Paris.
A lot of people now catching up on the Kentucky train from a national perspective, thinking, well, they're now my national champion favorite because of offense like that. Final 14.
I don't love that by Mack. Again, go to some ball screen stuff. Get those bigs away from the basket as they did in the previous possession. They can move their feet.
Here's DJ Wagner, dad in the house tonight. He's able to hit the finger roll.
You can't find a better right-hand player.
And on the switch, could knock down the 3. 6 different Cats have already scored in this game. And Dillingham gets another bucket.
He is an absolute bucket. I mean, the energy he brings, and the knock on him coming to Kentucky was he wasn't really an energy giver. A little bit pouty with his body language, and man, you would never know that. This guy's enthusiasm in practice, shoot-arounds, and on the court is sensational.
Go Big Blue ringing out here on the road. Jacoby Wright silencing the road crowd Not shooting as well this year as he did last, but that's a big one. Ends a 6-0 Kentucky run. Dillingham leaning three, another. He is starting to heat up, and when he does, he can go nuclear.
Unbelievable. Just give this guy the ball and get out of his way.
Cats have scored on their last 5 possessions.
Wide open.
Extra pass. Clark with the ball fake. Got on Yenso.
You have guys that are transferring up into a new opportunity.
State champion in both the long jump and the hurdles. Floor along with Mitchell and Antonio Reeves.
Yeah, Dillingham went off, but without him, they've had trouble getting what they wanted.
Great feed. And Zvonimir Ivisic will be going earlier today. And we went back to when he first arrived. Not a skinny 7'2". I mean, he's a solid 2.
So special, especially on the offensive end.
Imagine him folded up on an airplane for an 18-hour flight back to Croatia by way
you'd
of
probably
O'Hare.
you'd probably put your seat back on.
With 7 on the shot clock, a huge 3 from Jacoby Wright, his 3rd of the night. Lamont Paris's team showing just enough offense to keep the crowd in it tonight.
And this isn't just, hey, making threes against Kentucky, they're hyped. This is a good shooting South Carolina team that went through a little bit of a drought early in conference play, but they've got their stroke back.
Mitchell telegraphed that one. It leads to a run through on the other side for Meechie Johnson. Quickly, Kentucky typically moves on offense. They've only suffered 3 shot clock violations all season. But Carolina's really making them use the clock tonight. Gray with a touchdown loss. Oh, a big-time jam. And right around overtime loss. He went nuts in the Kansas game. But just as easily sometimes disappears. This guy's been there every game. Reeves leaves it short. Bradshaw able to bounce it in. Here's Mack again. PJ Mack gives him 14 a game. He had 19 in the game at Arkansas. A high off the glass. It's his first ball with the rejection.
Calipari wanted a foul. Usually when those arms go down, that results in a whistle. Must have been all ball on that end of the court.
Cooper goes right by Mitchell, hangs and hits.
Got to be better on that end of the court. Yes, they're young. You have a lot of freshmen that are still learning how to play at this level defensively. And boy, offensively, not a problem for Rob Dillingham. I will say this, though, Tom. I'm not saying they waved the white flag on man-to-man, but you never know when you're going to need a zone in the NCAA tournament. And maybe 4 or 5 plays a game, just work on it some, because I think this team could be good with a zone.
Cooper for 3 to answer. In offensive tempo, South Carolina is 348th. They would love for this one to be played in the mud. Cooper, wild pass, but a foul inside. Is charged to Reeves.
But it was a good look because Clark had no back
line. And the ball is tipped out in half for Kentucky with only 25. Here's Mack for 3.
They got exactly what they wanted. Get on Yenso away from the basket, pick and pop, make him cover ground. Just couldn't knock it down.
Wagner downhill. Nobody else touches it for their 2nd straight possession, and Cooper blocked it. It's Reeves back to Shepherd. Beautiful play, but he misses the bunny. Been that kind of night for Kentucky. Timeout taken by South Carolina with the shot clock off. And defensive efficiency. Shot clock off. Here's Talon Cooper. Transfer from Minnesota. Before that, Morehead State. Now Mack guarded by Mitchell. 2 veterans going head-to-head. Clock is at 5. Mack into the paint. Onyenso was waiting. Out to Davis. Got the 3. Beautiful possession for the South Carolina Gamecocks. They open up their largest lead of the game.
South Carolina's done that. And Kentucky, again, they got to get stops because only 2 fast break points. As you see Reeves with that soft touch.
Alone, and it's off the mark.
So when you're
Murray Bulls hadn't made a 3 all year.
Yeah, if they're playing off you like that and you're a non-shooter, that's when you go dribble handoff at a shooter with your defender sinking in the paint. Don't take the bait.
Reeves with another one, talking with 20 points a game.
Yeah, Reeves has been great and really benefited from this year's high IQ Kentucky team.
By the way, the Cal player before that was DeJuan Wagner of Memphis. 3-ball from B.J. Mack. Mitchell is a threat to shoot. Kick back to Mitchell. He's knocked away. Shot clock's at 4. Mitchell up and under. What a move by the...
And trust that left hand.
Trey Mitchell is telling me he loses 13 to 15 pounds a game. He said, listen, it's mainly water weight, and it takes another 48 hours to gain that weight back. But I said, is this new for you? He said, yeah.
They are better as a team on both ends of the court.
Loud buildings before. Played in Serbia, Croatia. Want to go do Adriatic League games next year with me?
I had enough of that with the Holland Seals. It wasn't really great for me.
Reeves for 3.
Missed cue by Davis there. He gambled in the passing lane. This is South Carolina team that doesn't get a lot of steals because they stay disciplined. Davis gambles. Reeves makes them pay.
Cats 4 for 5 in the second half. Reeves already with 7 points out of the locker room. Beautiful feed in the flush.
Never been so happy that we didn't get a player than I was Devin Downey. I wasn't playing much to begin with. I was like, man, this dude comes. It's a wrap.
He had 30 in the win against #1 Kentucky. Mitchell, nice move. Clark tried to olay him. Here in Booyah, the respect that they have for this program. Now, remember, this is a guy who went back to Texas Tech with Beard's team after he had left Lubbock.
Trey Mitchell, but he passes it, he shoots it. His IQ's there.
That total is 4 threes. And he's money at the free throw line tonight.
And don't forget, move to the 4, play at the 3, whatever you want.
Cooper turns the corner. Extra pass, St. Cooper on the baseline from 8 feet. Song. I like it. I think it's pretty good. I said, well, anytime somebody writes a song about you, you're obligated to approve of it. I do not speak from experience. 3-ball right. Got it! What did you learn in the Kentucky huddle?
Couple different things. Calipari emphasizing to his team, hey, when you're going to lob it up to the bigs, lob it up higher. They had a moment with Dillingham and Ugo where it was a little too low.
There's Mitchell inside. Do you have more?
So they're going to be going more full court.
It's hard to throw a lob over their 7-footers, right? Here's Mack for 3. Got it!
Easy transition opportunities.
Wagner really leaning on Cooper. Turnaround jump hook. What a shot. Talon Cooper has led South Carolina to its largest lead.
Seeing him thrive in right now.
That name, Frank Kaminsky, and adding on Wisconsin, Kentucky fans just shriveled. They are not happy right now, and even less happy after the 3 from
30 feet away. Johnson makes them pay.
8-0 Gamecock run. Wagner from 15. What a move.
Such a rhythm shooter. Got to find a way to get 5 the ball again.
Try to get a touch on the post. Shot clock is at 4. Wasted a lot of time. Cooper. Whoa! Now he's feeling it. That's a deep.
Who can create a disadvantage? It just takes a little bit of time. Be patient.
Whoa, wide open. It's something to play today. So that near side defender will leak towards the corner. It will be wide open. Dillingham to Mitchell. Wrap around. Ivicic with the dunk.
Way to finish. They've got to follow up a score with a stop.
Question remaining in this game is, can the Cats offense get hot? Craig, couple pump fakes. Ivicic with the foul. And Josh Gray going to the free throw. Shoes, a 7-foot senior from Brooklyn.
Half-court offense. They must get some stops on this end of the court. We talked about before. This was the biggest concern of the Kentucky Wildcats. A national championship type offense with a round of 32 type defense. They got to change that quickly if they want to have a come from behind victory on the road.
Cooper with the shake and the teardrop. Dillingham looking for Z. Nothing there. Reeves downhill.
How good is
Reeves turns back around to get in front of the ball.
There it is.
And there it is! And they expose it once more. Meechie Johnson is. Meechie Johnson had 26 last year at Rupp. And looking for an assist to Murray Boyles. And we know Dillingham can get hot in a hurry. Here he is down the lane with the left, and he's going to the line.
well, one of the few times Kentucky.
It's a lot of travel already for Dillingham in his first. Carolina was prone to turning it over in the first half, not so much in the second. And they've shot 54%. Back on the release. Working on Mitchell. Bradshaw was
Just not where Mac is going to have success in this game. This is going to be on the perimeter with all that length.
under 5 to play. Reeves going to the line. Reeves.
That does that is right here in the SEC. Tamar Bates of Missouri.
St. Edwards. Nice feed. Murray Boyles shares again, and Gordon with the jam.
Murray
Sensational
Boyles,
ball move.
defensive end, makes the right read there. 30 and black's been terrific.
Dillingham. Now he's just out of your screen. You can see his shadow on the right side. Here's Cooper. Tough shot. And he hits on the road is not for the faint of heart. Here's Reeves. Power move.
He's just so good. That's
Foul on Edwards is second.
You called it a really smart play.
And he is having a night.
That Kentucky's running away with this one, but guys like Wright and Cooper and Murray Boyles have been phenomenal.
Wright's got 13. Just 5 off of his career high, and a foul in transition. Came in as the jewel of this.
It stops.
Meechie Johnson gets rid of it quickly. Lamont Paris likes to say, if my team has 75% of the talent of the opposing team, I expect to win the game. If we don't, I'm furious. He when we talked to him today, he expected to win this game tonight.
Experience at that spot as well.
He said he wanted to get his team. If you've been in the top 25, they start paying attention. They remember you on Selection Sunday. Two minutes to play. South Carolina going to try to nurse this thing for the final 2. Dillingham with the reach in to stop it.
More than capable of getting South Carolina back to
The transfer portal, even before you had the automatic year.
Their defense is further along than they ever thought it was. They knew they'd be good defensively, but they felt like they're becoming elite. And we talked about it earlier, even a loss at Alabama, they held the Crimson Tide in check on that end of the court. And you see what they're doing now against a team that's usually in the 90s.
70 points or more. And looking to go to 13-0 on that. All right, let's put our focus.
15 of 28. But this is why I've been hesitant to say Final Four or bust for.
It's a physical game. Even John Calipari's got some blood on his lip. Here's Shepard. Big time 3. Deep 3. Why not? Meechie Johnson again.
Right, there wasn't a happier locker room than Kentucky's, with Big Z coming back, having one of the most fun games anybody could ever remember at Rupp Arena, and then life on the road in the SEC brings you back down to earth.
No doubt. Reeves, a little off balance. Only question is whether or not they're going to storm the court. And the black jerseys proved to be the winning combination. The quarter zip worked as well. John Calipari pulls his team off the floor with the court storming due to come in 4.8. And they will let the final seconds tick off. And a court storming here at Colonial Life Arena. From a court storm to sandstorm. Another ranked team, another top 10 team goes down on the road in college hoops.